Hi, I'm Ren.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tosh,
And
we're
we're
the
the
T-Swift
T-Swift
sisters.
Welcome back to the T-Swift Sisters podcast, a Taylor Swift fan podcast for Swifties by Swifties. In today's episode, we're taking the Swiftie train, planning early for Swiftoween, and breaking down Taylor's new Eras Tour outfits. Here's this week's Swift Scoop.
All right. So our first story is about celebrating the Eras Tour in Miami with kind of just like a cool way to get there. So what better way to head to Eras Tour Miami than with a sing-along train to go to the concert on the Brightline? So here's kind of like how it works. Basically, if you're heading southbound from the Orlando Brightline station, you can book your ticket and there's going to be like a little sing-along train icon when you book it. And that kind of just tells you like, okay, on this train, we're going to sing to Taylor Swift, we're going to celebrate the Eras Tour, and we're going to take you to basically like the Hard Rock, to that station. And so the party starts in Orlando at the Brightline station, where they have a Mary Mary bar, and they're going to have like themed drinks and themed bites. I'm kind of excited to see like what they have and like the colors of all the drinks. I feel like it'd be so cute. And then it ends at the Aventura station, where they have another pop-up bar at the Aventura Brightline station, which again, I'm sure it's going to be obviously like an Eras Swiftie-themed pop-up bar. And so that's kind of like one way to get to the concert from the Orlando station. And then another thing you can do is they have just like a normal Brightline ticket that'll just take you to Aventura, but it won't have that whole sing-along Swiftie experience if it doesn't have that little icon from the Orlando station. So when I saw that, I just had to talk about it because we are from Miami. We really want to go to Eras Tour in Miami, and I feel like that's like such a cool way to get to the concert.
Yeah, I immediately thought about Mia because she's up there in Orlando. So I'm like, if we get tickets and she gets to come down on that train, absolutely iconic. I also think of myself in that situation because immediately, like, sign me up. I'm there.
Mhm.
Yes, 100%. And I think one of the great things about this train and like the event itself is that you actually don't need tickets for the concert to book the train. So, like, if you might be coming down to see family or enjoy Miami and you couldn't get tickets to the Eras Tour, you can still get kind of like as close as possible to the fun and hang out with other Swifties, make some friends while you're on. I think the train is like 3 hours and like 45 minutes or something. You can make friendship bracelets. Like, it's such a good way to get the party started, really.
Yeah, and I'm sure people will be trading bracelets and everyone will be in their like fun outfits. So like it'll be a vibe no matter what.
I think too, for our listeners who are traveling from maybe somewhere else in Florida, or like maybe you're flying into Florida and now you're going to take this train to come to Miami for the Eras Tour. When you're booking this, whether you want to book like Swiftie icon or not, the reason why it ends with the pop-up bar in Aventura is because the Aventura station is actually a lot closer to Hard Rock Stadium than the Miami station. So it's just something to consider when you're booking your travel. You might get a little bit confused because there is something called the Miami station and it's like Eras Miami, quote unquote, but it's actually like a little bit outside of Miami where the Hard Rock Stadium is. It's Miami Gardens. So Aventura is more central to that. Fort Lauderdale Airport, if you're flying in and looking to stay somewhere relatively close to the venue, all of that kind of stuff. So once we get closer, I'm sure we'll talk a little bit more about it. But yeah, something that I just wanted to point out because when you were talking about that, I was like Aventura, and then I was like, wait a minute, that is totally closer than the Miami station.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I think it's good to see some prep happening in our city for the concert. That's an exciting step because I know we've been thinking, well, what is Miami going to do to really match the other cities when Taylor comes? So I like to see that there's some action happening.
Yeah, and Brightline is super hype about it. Definitely follow them on Instagram. I believe they're at Go Brightline. I know they've partnered with some local radio stations, not necessarily local in Miami, but a little bit up north. I believe like Orlando area. Yeah, to give away like tickets to the show or tickets to the actual like Brightline experience. So 10 out of 10. We really love it. Would you guys, if we had tickets to the Swiftie experience on the Brightline, whether or not we had tickets to the Era show, like let's say we were in Orlando and we were just going to take the train, just to take the train and do the experience, would you dress up in an Era's outfit different from your concert outfit?
To be on the train.
Yes.
I guess it just depends. Like, are we taking it like on a Friday and then Saturday is our show. But I feel like if we're taking it same day as our show, I'd probably wear the same outfit.
Okay.
True.
Okay. I feel that.
But if not, I'm definitely wearing like a Taylor t-shirt on the way there.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe not like full-blown costume, like maybe something we've already worn, but that's like a little more comfortable, or like Taylor bounding. Like the easiest Taylor bound that I always do is 22 Taylor. Like you can throw that costume together so easily.
Right, kind of like what we did when we went to LA for Eras tour. We went to the airport wrapping Taylor merch, and that's how we got to spot other Swifties. So I would do the same if I were to take the Brightline.
It's true. You're totally right. And I still do the same every time I travel. I'm like, I want everybody here to know that I am a Taylor Swift fan.
I love it.
Okay, but speaking of Taylor costumes and things that we're wearing, Eras Tour falls very, very close to another one of our favorite holidays, and that is Swift-O-ween, aka Halloween when you're a Swiftie.
Yeah, so Target is definitely helping us out with that. They have straight from their line of Hide Eek Boutique, a pop star line of different costumes for girls to wear related to Taylor Swift looks that we've seen so far. So we have things like the Karma style jacket. We have a black sequin fedora for, the 22 hat. They do have a clear bag that could be good for concert use. Even a friendship bracelet making kit. Super cute. Now, when we first saw it, I saw the rep outfit. I don't see it online anymore. So I don't know if that means it's been sold out, it was removed. I don't know, because it was identical, right? We talked about it. But maybe keep an eye on for that to see if there's anything from one of her eras that you could grab from Target.
Yeah, and like I'm just looking at the page now. It's been going a little bit viral on social media. People have been talking about it a lot. And there's already things that are out of stock. And like granted, we're in Eras Tour time period. Like maybe people are buying it now and like heading out of town, whatever. Sure. I'm sure they're going to keep restocking, but like these things are going to go so fast. And I think the best part about them is that like your little Swiftie can now have a costume that's actually her size, pretty legit to Eras Tour without you having to like outsource it, make it yourself. Like they have the 13 hand tattoos. Goodbye. For $3.
They know what they're doing.
And it's like so legit. So legit. Like you said, the fedora, spot on. They have a Karma jacket. Did you mention that too? Did you say that already? So cute. So cute.
That one is really, really cute. Like if I could fit in it, I would buy it. I love it.
I love it too.
I wonder, do you guys think they'll make like a women's line, depending on how the girls line goes, or
maybe to be honest, the fact that it's selling out this quickly, like I wouldn't be surprised if they did, because they're like, okay, we can make a quick buck. Like if we're making a quick buck with these kids costumes, imagine what we can do for women.
Right. The comment section is demanding it, so I'm sure they might do something for the bigger sizes for us to fit in, because I love the kid stuff. I wish I could get it. Now, can you see what's out of stock?
Yes, so I can see what's out of stock now, and I actually just wanted to bring that up because we were having this conversation yesterday, and like there have been multiple times where the three of us have we're like petite girls, like bought from the kids section at Target, because they tend to be very size inclusive, especially with their kid sizes. Like they range from very small to large enough where like somebody who's petite fits in it because of the length and everything. So for this line, they actually only go from sizes small to large. They don't have the typical XL or double XL that they have for kids. So I just wanted to mention that. We are very far away from Halloween, so maybe like we'll get more sizes when the time comes. But right now, the Karma jacket is sold out. That one's sold out. The would you say this is like a Karma skirt? The tinsel confetti skirt. Do you recognize that one?
Yeah.
It actually looks like the jacket that you wore, Tosh, to your Atlanta show. Like
Oh,
it's
like
that
the
same,
fringe.
yeah, it's that same kind of material. That one's sold out. And the temporary tattoos.
Why aren't we seeing Old Stinky?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Old Stinkers because because
Is it too close to the real thing?
I was just gonna say, like, it's close to the real thing, but it's not really because Taylor's has one snake and this had, it didn't even have snakes. It just had like the wiggly lines and there were multiple. So like I'm really surprised that it got taken down.
That's
but
odd.
So odd. But going back to what was sold out and the 13 tattoos on the like booklet of temporary tattoos, they have the 13 hand tattoos and they also have temporary tattoos that goes with each individual era. So whatever your Swiftie is dressing up as, whether or not you buy their costume from Target, you can at least purchase the temporary tats and like add that on to however they're styling or whatever era they're repping, which is really fun.
That's cute.
I love that.
But it's funny because it's a whole line of pop star. So you would think that it was inspired by multiple pop star and literally every single one is so Taylor coded.
It's like, what other pop star, please?
No, literally. Like she is the pop star. Staying on track with costumes and outfits and all of this fun stuff. Crazy weekend at the Eras tour. Like Taylor debuting a whole lineup of new costumes was absolutely not on my bingo card or my mastermind sheet.
True.
Like I lost so many points because I just like I didn't think it was possible. How are we with 6 months left of tour and still debuting new outfits?
There's still things left to come.
Yeah. So I'm going to recap a little bit about the new outfits and then I have some fun lore to share with you guys.
Ooh.
Because you know me. So yes, take out your makeup because we will be clowning later with a very fun game of Fetch or Stretch. And I'm not the girl who cried wolf, but I'm a little bit crying today, okay? So I just want you to hear me out. Have your own thoughts, have your own opinions. Just hear what a girl has to say. That's all I ask. That's all I ask.
Bring it on.
And then I did want to also, because I feel like with every clowning goes a Billboard update, TTPD is at the 12th week. So we have passed.
Ooh.
We have passed. Let's see where she keeps going from here. But we're at 12.
There is suspicion and murmurs of Eminem possibly dethroning her. So we'll see what happens. But proud of her nonetheless.
Yes.
Maybe it'll happen at week 13.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But we want her to make week 13 for like Tay Voodoo. So let's give it week 14.
14.
But nonetheless, super happy. TTPD now becomes the official, like, longest Billboard charting Taylor Swift album of all time. Blah, 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 XYZ. Okay, so let's backtrack a little. July 13th, the last 13 date of an Eras Tour show. So, like, the last time that she will perform on a 13th of the month. Taylor has a new Fearless dress. It's giving, like, what is that animal? Tiger? Lion?
Tiger. The tiger stripes. Especially with the way it's like ripped at the bottom.
Yes. It's so iconic. I'm going to insert a picture for our YouTube listeners. But basically, this new party dress is a beaded black and gold number with a fringe skirt that twirls and catches the light while she performs. That's what People magazine used to describe the actual dress itself. So it's from Roberto Cavalli. He was an iconic fashion designer and he has made so many of Taylor's iconic and beautiful looks. And he also used to style Sabrina Carpenter. Like, I think he did a lot of her costumes. So
yeah, he's super famous.
The fashion world has lost a legend. I mean that seriously. But they shared on their Instagram that Taylor Swift arrives in Milan in a mesmerizing Roberto Cavalli couture short party dress with a fringe skirt entirely embroidered with crystals and micro beads, evoking the iconic Roberto Cavalli Ray of Gold print look. So this was exclusively designed for Taylor by one of the artists, and his name is Fausto Puglisi. I'm not Italian, so take that with a grain of salt. Specifically for the Eras Tour. But I know that when we had like our little 1 year of the Eras Tour celebration, we kind of talked about all of the work that goes into making these outfits and like hand laying each crystal, hand laying each bead. And it's just so much work. And I feel like we don't really, I think sometimes it kind of just flies over our heads. Like we're like, wow, it's such a beautiful new outfit. But then we remember like somebody literally sat there like hand beating this dress for hours on end. So
Right.
I truthfully didn't really get the Fearless vibe from it.
I was going to say the same thing.
Are we going to talk about the color choice?
Well, yes,
The
the color
black.
choice, the black and gold is quite literally giving Reputation Stadium Tour, but I digress.
Do you, though?
Fetch, fetch, fetch.
I didn't say that. Samantha did. It's not even in my show notes for today about the black and gold.
Guilty.
It's giving like the thing that she wore over
Yeah.
for like King of My Heart performance.
I know exactly what you're talking about. 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's okay.
Don't you literally own Rep? It's because you're not a Rep girly. That's fine. Whatever. Didn't you buy Reputation
Yes.
Stadium Tour?
The bootlegged DVD.
I actually still need you to send me that link, please, because I need to be an owner of it.
Okay.
Okay, we continue. So also on July 13th, Taylor changed up her iconic Vivienne Westwood dress for the Tortured Poets Department era. So like the white dress that we see is a piece designed by Vivienne Westwood, and it always had the lyrics, "I love you, it's ruining my life." And she just comes out and debuts these new lyrics, not really new, but like, you know what I mean, on
Right.
the dress. So now it is "Who's Afraid of Little Old Me" on the dress.
All of us.
No, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Couldn't be more fitting.
Uh-huh. And like, "Who's Afraid of Little Me," honestly, like she could have been on Rep, but I digress.
No, she could have.
Fetch. Fetch.
Just saying, like, they're in the same universe. They are living in the same universe. So,
Mhm.
and of course, if that wasn't enough, Taylor debuted another dress for the Speak Now set on night 2 of Milan. So this is July 14th. So July 13th, she just had those 2 changes. July 14th, she comes out in a new Speak Now dress. And USA Today described the dress as a purple swirly gown with a pattern reminiscent of Vincent van Gogh's The Starry Night. The sparkly showstopper also had thin shoulder straps. It's just basically the pink swirls version for those of you who play Mastermind, and when we select the dress swirls, this is like the purple version of it. She's very beautiful. I will also add a photo here. Loved it. But I just wanted to bring up, because I totally even forgot to put in my show notes, that when Taylor was leaving, you know how she like walks away after singing Enchanted?
Mm-hmm.
She like looks back and she did the scary smirk. Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But
What
I
was
digress.
she telling us?
But I digress. I will let you know what she's telling us, okay? In my next part.
I know it.
Because we're here. We've landed here.
Oh, God.
So these are some seemingly Easter eggs that I'm sharing with you. Like I said, take them with a grain of salt. Decide for yourself. Fetch or stretch. I said that so Hispanic. Fetch or stretch. But decide for yourself how you want to approach this. I will not be offended either way. I am just absolutely here to share the news. Okay?
And that's why you're wearing your Reputation shirt.
Okay, hold on. You'll understand why I have a little action going on here. And yes, also why I'm wearing my Reputation shirt. Okay. So this weekend, Taylor performed in a non-mismatched 1989 outfit, okay? So we have some Swifties on Twitter who are super devoted and dedicated. God bless their souls, because thankfully for them, I perform better in Mastermind, surely. They have created a chart of Taylor's outfits for the 1989 era. So like they have all the colors at the top, all the colors at the bottom, and they've started like coordinating so you know which ones she hasn't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody went into this weekend selecting like green top and yellow bottom. And for the most part, like Taylor's been catching on and actually like she was supposed to wear green and yellow, okay, is what I'm trying to say. And she comes out in a double blue outfit, okay?
Okay.
You know, it's like a little, like, oh, okay. Not surprised, but like a little bit, what are you doing there, Taylor, right? So that's fine. That's just like a little piece of information to share there. But on night 2 of Milan, this is where things start to get a little weird, okay? Taylor chooses, of the 3 dresses that she has, I'm very aware that her pickings are very slim, but she chooses to wear the blue dress, right, for the acoustic set. So she gets to the piano. Let me set the scene here. She gets to the piano, she goes to start playing, and she starts playing Getaway Car. Okay? Iconic. We love it. Especially because the last time she played Getaway Car, guitar, and now it's on the piano, right? When all of a sudden, the piano seemingly breaks. So Taylor's like, the piano's broken. And she's like trying to fix it. And this engineer comes running out and they lift the lid of the piano, or like the top. I'm not a piano girly, so don't come at me. I don't know what the parts are.
The lid.
They lift the top, and what comes out of the piano? But the sounds of a snake hiss come out. And it's like, whoa, that's so weird. What? And she's like, oh, I think we really broke it this time. She says, like, whatever. And then he walks away and she slams it shut, okay? It wasn't broken.
It wasn't broken at all.
It wasn't broken. Yeah, he was literally like, oh. And then it's fixed, okay? So they close the lid. She's like, whatever. And then she plays a mashup of Getaway Car and Out of the Woods, okay?
Iconic.
And to the naked, untrained eye, this might seem normal. But alas, Out of the Woods was the last single on 1989. We know 1989 is the era before Reputation, so it's the last single to come out on 1989, right? Here's where it starts getting a little fun. This is where my blue is about to turn into Reputation, right? This is why I did my little 1989 blue here, okay? In the Out of the Woods music video, she's wearing a blue dress. And then, boom, Look What You Made Me Do music video. When Taylor is a little skeleton coming out from the grave, same Out of the Woods dress.
You're right.
And it's blue.
And she was wearing blue.
And she was wearing blue. She chose to wear blue. Okay. And then if you think about the I Can See You music video, at the end, the getaway car is leaving and it passes the bridge. 1989 TV. Okay. Okay. And let's just backtrack a little back to the piano. In May of last year, Taylor's piano broke, quote unquote, air quotes for our listeners, and it played a little chord, right? It did like a, played its own little music. And Taylor's like, whoa, that's so weird. The piano's broken. It must be haunted. And then what gets released? Speak Now Taylor's version. Then when Taylor was in Singapore, piano breaks again, air quotes, breaks again. And what happens? A pop synth sound comes out of the piano. And Taylor's like, whoa, that's so weird. It's playing synth music. She literally said the word synth, okay? Tortured Poets.
Goodbye.
Have you, I know Samantha's seen the video because she's like egging me on. Natasha, have you seen the video of the snake sound?
No.
I'm going to have to ask, I found the video. I have to ask the user if we can share it so that I can share it with you guys. It's literally a snake sound. Like, I wanted to not believe it, but it's true.
Okay. Here's what I think. Because I saw like the other angle. I saw the other side. And like I could see how that was the noise of her laugh. But I'm not losing hope. I think we should pay attention to what she said. Maybe that was like a clue of lyrics, like specific lyrics.
Right. Yeah, some people have said that.
Title.
Yeah. So, like a vault track title. Yeah.
Right. So Tosh, who hasn't seen the video, because I'm super curious, what are you thinking of all of this?
Wait. I have just a few more things.
Okay.
I
Just
know
not-
that you, Natasha, have your theory already as to why the Reputation outfit has never changed. We'll say it again for those who haven't listened, because Taylor's reputation will never change. So that's why Old Stinky is the way that she is. Every single other era on the Eras tour has received a new outfit, down to last weekend. And Reputation, and literally Taylor Nation is on Twitter saying, like, we know what you call the Reputation outfit. And they're like, oh, they literally said like something, oh, emoji, like didn't want to say stinky. Like they know what's up. Okay. So they know what we know. But yeah, every other album era has gotten a new outfit. So a little sketch. And I saw this today. I shared it on our Instagram stories. Have you noticed that for the last 3 tour stops, Taylor has shared in her carousel the same Barry Folkmore dress? I don't know what it means. I don't know if it has to do anything with Reputation or not. It's just so weird. Like, it's just a weird thing to me that caught my eye.
But what could...
I don't know. It's just like, it can't be a coincidence, I feel like, because she's wearing different colors, but she's choosing the Barry dress every single time in the carousels. And like I was trying to see like where she put it in the carousel, like maybe it was a countdown, no sé qué, but I can't find out what it means. Maybe somebody on here knows, and like, or maybe I'm just being crazy, but
who knows? She's been playing with colors and obviously including Easter eggs in the colors that she's choosing. So
I mean, that berry color is a little bit close to the red snake on the Reputation
That's
outfit.
what I was gonna say, because when you're scrolling, she put, like on one of them, it was Reputation, then the berry dress when you when you scroll.
Okay.
And then it was berry dress, next Reputation.
Okay.
And then, no, it wasn't. But it ended with Reputation.
And then I know, like, for a while on Mastermind, she was wearing the chevron bodysuit. Like, she wore it 6 times and then changed to Scallops bodysuit, and then again wore it 6 times. And then we thought she was going to change, and then I think she wore, like, chevron twice more. But there was, like, a 6 of the chevron bodysuit and then changed to Scallops. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just here to deliver the facts. What do you guys think? What are the thoughts that are happening right now? You know me, I'm going to ruminate and like whatever. Even my therapist says like I'm a notorious ruminator. So
I think because of how it's happened before where her piano breaks, it definitely means something. And I think if the sound sounded like a hiss, yeah, then like, I don't know. Like,
I mean, what really got me, because when I was listening to the piano thing, I was like, eh. But then when people started talking about the Getaway Car and the Out of the Woods mashup, and the Out of the Woods being the last 1989 single, and this was from the research that I saw today, not on like anybody else's thing. It's also the 6th single from 1989. And Reputation is TS6.
That's a little more fetch.
I really didn't want to come on here and clown again, because I know even some of our listeners are like, stop clowning. But like, I can't.
Well,
we said that we were going to do Easter eggs on this pod, and this is what that means, okay?
I'm like reading in depth the captions, like seeing if there's like anything.
and like on her feed, we're back to color posts. I mean, I know it's been a minute, but like you can now see the clear transition from straight out, because even her concert posts from Tokyo, let's see, Singapore, like those were, the first pick was grayed out. So
because of like Tortured Poets era.
right. So now we're back.
Oh yeah, they were all super grayed out.
She has like so many numbers in her captions, like almost all of them. Even the selfie with Prince Harry has "Happy Birthday, Mate."
Okay, that's Prince William, but yes.
Prince William. Prince William.
Not the heir to
Not
the royal
Prince Harry.
throne, Natasha.
Dang it.
But yes, mate is like with an 8. That's so weird, right?
And then like even the ones that don't have a number, it's like my first time. I don't know. Like I can't.
This is why we suck so bad at Easter eggs.
Yeah, I say fetch.
Let's just say rep is coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's just say that when this season ends soon, don't be surprised if we come and have a 911 bonus recorded episode for you guys about how Rep Taylor's version is here.
That would be a great little bonus episode.
Oh, for sure. You're going to have to carry the episode because Samantha and I will be on the floor crying. So I guess, like we always say, only time will tell.
Every episode is us just clowning, and then like, but I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, this one was just like to deliver the facts of what happened and to see what you guys are thinking. Like we're not saying it's coming on this date, X, Y, and Z. Yeah. I think it goes along with what we've been saying for the last few months, that Rep is the next re-recorded album. That's it.
I want this clip of that moment. Rep is the next re-recorded album, and then flash forward to when we don't get it.
I was gonna say flash forward to debut Taylor version announced.
Literally.
That would happen.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Oh.
Easter egg.
Samantha knows something that we don't. Okay, but I think with that pretty much wraps up this week's episode of the T-Swift Sisters podcast. Remember to follow us on social media for more fun, more clowning, things like when Taylor Swift posted, actually it was Brittany Mahomes, posted that little pic of her and Taylor with those filters that we were talking about last week. We just had to share them immediately because iconic and we love them. Anyways, at T-Swift Sisters Pod on Instagram and TikTok, at T-Swift Sisters on Twitter. Thanks for savoring this week's Swift Scoop. We hope you've had your fill of all things Taylor Swift, and we will see you next week right here on the T-Swift Sisters podcast. Bye.